to be out of the forecast for the rest of the night.
Back deep for Northwest, number 13, Caleb Coleman, and number 15, Zion Jones. Number 5, Julius Bolden, also back deep to receive.
Isaac Schmidt set to kick for the Crusaders. And we are underway tonight. The kick is received back at the 5-yard line, and he's going to be brought down at the 10-yard line. Number 3, Andrew Chapman, first tackle of the night. Huge start for the Crusaders, and Northwest will have the ball deep in their own territory to start the game.
Northwest takes over 1st and 10 at their 10.
Quarterbacking the Grizzlies tonight is number 7, Reagan Jones. Jones committed to play college football at Missouri Western University. He's had a very good season thus far, one of the best quarterbacks in the state. We will see if he can lead this Grizzlies team back to the state title game they went to last year, falling short to St. Thomas Aquinas. First play of the game will be a handoff, however, and he is blown up right at the line of scrimmage. Gets a couple more yards after that.
Tackle. Bolden, the ball carrier for the Grizzlies, gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
That's Julius Bolden, number 5, 5'11" junior for the Grizzlies. And it's going to be a speed option to the right. Jones is going to take it up the middle, and he is brought down just past the line of scrimmage.
Jones,
Crusaders defense is hyped up, and they are ready to go, getting fired up after every play already.
And Tralia on the tackle.
Big key for the Crusaders is sustaining this adrenaline and energy throughout all 4 quarters. Can they keep this energy up for 48 minutes? Jones in the shotgun. It's 3rd and 5 for the Grizzlies. He's going to drop back. He's going to be blitzed. He's going to have to run up the middle, and he breaks a tackle, and now he's down to the right sideline. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds around the 45-yard line. It is a huge play for the Grizzlies.
By Reagan Jones, pushed out of bounds by Brandon Bird.
He got hit about 3 yards before the first down marker, breaks a tackle,
1st and 10 Northwest.
and then had a couple receiver blocks downfield. And Grizzlies offense, they like to run, they like to gun. They are a fast-paced offense. And he's going to take it, and he's got a lot of room to run. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and that is a touchdown Northwest on the 4th play of the game. Julius Bolden on the carry. And just as I was saying, this Northwest team
scoring run
does not mess around whatsoever. They like to go fast. They don't use a lot of clock. They want to get as many plays off as they can. Their main goal is put as much points on the board as they can. And Bolden there broke 3 through the hole. He had great blocking up front. Didn't really get touched till Kennedy tried to bring him down around the 5. Breaks that tackle as well. And the Grizzlies now have a 7-0 lead.
Extra point by Carson Art is good.
A minute and 14 seconds into the game.
First, it's 7-0 Northwest.
And the Grizzlies are already on top. A 4-play drive, 90 yards, and a touchdown for Northwest. So the Crusaders defense made 3 good plays, one on the kickoff, and then put Northwest in a 3rd and 5 situation. And then after that, things did not go great for the Crusader defense. So that's what I was talking about. It's one of Adelhart's main points before the game is, can we sustain our energy? Because there's going to be a lot of adrenaline coming out. Big Friday night game, big crowd. Obviously one of the best teams in the state. You want to bring your best game to play against them. So the adrenaline was pumping the first few plays, and we just couldn't hold it, not even through the first drive. And it'll be interesting to see how the Crusader defense
number 4,
will try and
Andrew Chapman, number 3,
sustain their energy for 4 whole quarters against this fast-paced, moving Northwest offense.
For Northwest.
A big key for the Kapaun defense is the Kapaun offense, because last week we saw Kapaun offense going 3 and out, and our defense just got tired. The legs started wearing down, and Andover started driving down the field pretty easily. Last week, the Crusaders losing to Andover 10-0 here at Stryker. Northwest kick away, and we have a flag, and that's probably going to be a false start. Move past the line too quickly, and we will redo the kick.
Encroachment on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty.
Replay the kick.
So now the Grizzlies will kick from their own 35 instead of the 40. So if this Crusaders offense continues to go 3 and out, this Crusaders defense is going to have a very tough time trying to keep up with this fast-paced Grizzly offense. It may not work out too well for them. Also, you want to put points on the board. Crusaders offense has struggled all year driving the ball, trying to get 2 drives in a row together for some positive yards. Lots of 3 and outs, even after one big drive. And Kennedy's going to take the ball at about the 10. He's got a lot of blocking ahead of him, and he's going to try. He breaks through, and he's going to get to about the 35. And that is a good start for the Kapaun offense. And Kapaun will have 1st and 10 at about their own 34.
Tackle by Michael Anthony.
This Grizzlies defense hasn't
Crusaders
allowed
take over 1st and 10 and make it the 34-yard line.
more than 17 points thus far this year, beating Carroll 21-17 their first matchup. The Kapaun offense hasn't scored more than 14 points, losing to East 22-14. And Jamino back in at quarterback for the Crusaders. He's played quarterback last week. He's done pretty well thus far. Fumbles the first snap, however, and is brought down right about the line of scrimmage. And Crusaders will now have 2nd and 11.
Jamino on the carry, brought down by Darius Cooper. Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd and 11.
This Grizzly team lost a lot of guys last year, a lot of Division I football players. Very big team, very physical this year. They still have some big guys up front, but they're more a fast-paced run and gun, try and outrun you type of offense versus last year where it was a lot of running plays. Jamino's going to look over the middle. He's rushed immediately. He's going to have to roll out to his left, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be about no gain or a loss of 1.
Scramble, brought down by Jacob Yonkman.
And the Kapaun O-line already having struggles thus far in the game.
3rd and 11.
Only 9:40 remaining in the first quarter, and the Grizzlies are already having their way with the Crusaders on both sides of the ball. Hunter Shanka comes into the game for the Crusaders. Missed 2 weeks ago against East with an injury, and the Crusaders definitely missed him. Had a lot of rushing yards against Southeast week 1, and our only one of the year, 6-3 over the Buffaloes. Last week he couldn't get any blocking, couldn't find a lot of positive yards. There's a screen pass to Kennedy, and he's got some room to run, and he's going to be brought down by about 6 Grizzlies, and it's going to be 3rd and 9. 4th and 9, excuse me.
Terrence Burt and Malcolm Bell on the tackle, gain of 3 in the play. They'll make it 4th and 9. Kennedy on the punt.
So the Crusaders will be forced to punt on
25,
their first
Malcolm
drive.
Bell, dropping back to receive.
The 3 and outs that this team has been trying to avoid, they suffer one right here. Crusaders have done a fake punt the last 3 weeks and it has worked each time. They usually use it in about a 4th and 5 situation, so we probably won't see it here. And Kennedy's punt is away. It is a good one, and it's going to be fielded at about the 25. He goes straight up the middle. Nobody there. He cuts back to the left side, and he's going to be brought down just past the 40-yard line.
Bell on the return.
And that was Randall Bell.
Brought down by Ethan Stulsatz. There is a flag on the play.
Stulsatz making the play for the Crusaders there has been a big key to their defense, playing that strong safety position. He's good at dropping back in coverage. He's made a couple of big deflections for him. I remember especially against East, 2 balls thrown into the end zone that he deflected away that would have been resulted in an aces touchdown. And he's also comfortable moving up around that dog linebacker spot. And he's been good making tackles up the middle and making open field tackles after our front 7 kind of buckles down and a running back or quarterback gets loose. Stulsatz is good at bringing him down. He's got quick feet and he's got good hands. He's pretty athletic, so most of these plays will come easy for him. And it looks like there's going to be
Personal foul,
offsetting penalties
face
here.
mask on the kicking team. Block in the back on the receiving team. Penalties offset. Replay the down.
So the Crusaders will just punt once again. .8:07 remaining in the first quarter. Northwest already leading 7-0 on a Julius Bolden 53-yard touchdown run on the 4th play of the drive. Kennedy's punt this time is blocked, and it's going to be picked up and taken near the end zone at the pylon, and they're going to rule him down at the 1-yard line. And that was a very bad turn of events for the Crusaders there.
Recovered by Darius Cooper, knocked out of bounds inside the 5.
As Northwest defense bolted into the Kapaun backfield, unblocked. It was an easy punt, and Darius Cooper already having a couple tackles for the Grizzlies today. Picks up the punt, almost returns it for a touchdown. They're now at the 1-yard line, and the Grizzlies will more than likely try and just punch it in with Bolden here. Jones in the shotgun set. There is Bolden, and there is another Grizzlies touchdown. Grizzlies now lead at 13-0. 7:55 left in the first quarter. This is not shaping up to be a great start to this game for the Crusaders. Grizzlies doing exactly what they want. Coming out, run and gun, fast-paced offense. First drive, a 4-play, 90-yard touchdown drive for Northwest. This time only needed 1 play from the 1-yard line after a blocked punt. And the kick is good from Carson Arndt. And Northwest now leads at 14-0. 7:55 remaining in the first. So, not the start Kapaun was looking for, but what the team needs to do here, come back out for their second drive. The goal should probably not go 3 and out, because that has been a huge Achilles heel for the Crusaders this year. Just as we think we have a little bit of momentum, offsides or a penalty, and we go 3 and out. This time the Crusaders have no momentum, so offense will need to build some of their own this time. Only one
on to kick off for the Grizzlies.
Only one Crusaders touchdown drive this year has not come from a defensive turnover. Their final touchdown winning drive against Southeast,
to receive.
They actually drove down the field and scored. In hindsight, they only have 3 touchdowns this year, so it's not a lot of room to work with. The other 2 coming from a fumble recovery for Kapaun, both times against East. And Arndt's kick is away. And it's going to be fielded about the 10. It's going to be taken up the middle, down to the right side. He's going to try and make a man miss, but it's brought down near the 30. That was Chapman on the carry.
He was tackled by Yonkman with help from Colomo. 1st and 10 at the 28.
Coach Ryan Burr no doubtedly told Chapman to run harder after that. Chapman kind of came out of the block slow and tried to make a man miss, but movements weren't very fast. But he did get some good yards, and the Crusaders will have decent field position after a good kick from Arndt. At the 28, 1st and 10 Kapaun. Gimeno's back in at quarterback. He's going to make an audible at the line of scrimmage. He's got 2 men on both sides of him. He's going to take the shotgun snap here. He's going to look slant over the middle. That's going to be completed. Breaks a tackle, and it looks like Kapaun's going to get a first down. That will move the chains. Crusaders get a 1-play first down.
Complete to Cale Curtis.
Cale Curtis on the reception.
1st and 10, KMC.
Good to see Curtis get back involved with the offense. Was used heavily in weeks 1 and 2.
Tackle for Northwest.
In the run game, haven't seen him much in the pass game, but this time we see him with a slant over the middle. And the Crusaders will have 1st and 10 at their own 39. Now Gimeno's going to have 4 men to his right. Single man to the left side. He will take the shotgun snap. It's a quarterback keeper up the middle. And it looked like he had a little bit of daylight, but the Northwest linebackers were not having any of that, and that'll be about a gain of 2 for Andrew.
2 on the play. Brought down by
Jamino took over the quarterback position
Jack Weems
in week 3 against
Zach
East.
Dyer. 2nd and 8.
We saw Kennedy struggle a little bit against West, but he did not have a lot of stuff to work with in the backfield. He was getting sacked seemingly every other play by the big West Pioneers defense. And the coaching staff wanted to find a way to get Kennedy involved in the offense some other way other than getting sacked, so they put him out at wide receiver and running back. And Jamino, the backup, came in for a couple of possessions against East, and they decided to go with him for the second half. This time he fumbles the snap, and that's going to be a loss of a few. So Jamino came in the second half for the Crusaders against East. And a couple possessions later, he threw a touchdown pass to Kennedy that went for about 47 yards after an interception from the Crusaders.
3rd and 17.
And pretty much after that play, Jamino has been the man behind center for the Crusaders, as Kennedy's been mixed in as a receiver and a running back these past couple of weeks. Right now he's in as a slot receiver in that trips right set. Jamino's in the shotgun set once again. 3rd and 17 for Kapaun. Coming down on 5:40 left in the first quarter. Northwest leads at 14-0. Jamino takes a snap, fakes the handoff up the middle. He's got a man down the left sideline, and he just overthrows him. And a good play call there from Kapaun, as he was over there alone on the left side of the field, only one man to beat.
For Stulsatz. Incomplete.
Ethan made his corner miss, and Jamino just overthrew him by just a yard or so. And that'll bring up 4th and long for Kapaun.
Northwest, it's 4th and 17.
Stulsatz, another guy the Crusaders are trying to work into their offense, as his 6'3" frame needs to be used for something else other than safety. They're trying to get him in at receiver. Got a couple passes last week. This time could not connect with Jamino. Kennedy will punt from 4th and 17 from his own 33. And the snap is very high, and Kennedy's please just fall on it. And he did. It doesn't matter who comes up with it, because Northwest will have the ball there anyway. And bad things have just turned to worse for Kapaun.
Recovered by Jerris Kennedy. Northwest will take over at the Kapaun 3-yard line.
And Northwest will now have the ball at the Crusaders 3-yard line. Probably wanting to punch it in to Bolden once again.
The 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 5.
Oh, there we go. That's good. It's a 5-yard line instead of the 3. Jones in the backfield, and there's Bolden with the handoff. And he is in for another Grizzlies touchdown.
Touchdown by Julius Bolden.
His 3rd of the game, Northwest's 3rd of the game. And Northwest now has a 20-0 lead. 5:22 left in the first quarter. Northwest has 3 touchdowns, and Crusaders have not been to the Northwest side of the field yet. Arndt with
Carson
another
Arndt
PAT.
for the extra point.
His kick is good.
It is good.
And the Grizzlies now lead at 21-0.
It is 21 Northwest, Kapaun 0.
So thus far, not a lot of bright sides for the Kapaun Crusaders team thus far.
The volleyball teams, they had wins this past week against North High and West High, so congratulations to our ladies. We'd also invite you to watch them play on Tuesday night at Heights. The Crusaders will take on Heights in Southeast. Game times start at 5 o'clock.
Our volleyball team trying to compete for a City League title, going against Bishop Carroll. They lost against Carroll in 3 sets a couple weeks ago, but still at the top of the City League standings, hoping to reclaim the crown they won a couple years ago, sharing the City League title with Carroll. Our soccer team last night defeated Carroll here at Stryker 2-1. Goals coming from Kevin Black and Ethan Osorio.
Kennedy and Chapman back deep.
The Crusaders soccer team also on a quest for a City League title, hopefully on a quest for a state title. One of the more talented teams we've had in a while. Kevin Black on pace to set the City League goals record, breaking his good friend Thomas Wells, who broke it for the Crusaders just a few years back. Kennedy's going to take the kickoff, and he's going to break it out to the left side. He's got some room to run. He's going to take it down the left sideline, He's going to be pushed out of bounds around the
Jarris
30.
Kennedy on the return.
So Kennedy
He was
ran
pushed
a
out of
long way
bounds
just to go about 20
by
yards.
Todrick McGee. Crusaders take over 1st and 10 at the 27.
So far, our kick return has been our best play of the night. Let's see if we can get one from under center here. Kapaun will have it at their own 27. They'll have 1st and 10. 5-12 remaining in the first. Northwest. Julius Bolden, junior running back for the Grizzlies, has a 1-yard touchdown run, a 5-yard touchdown run, and a 53-yard touchdown run. The Grizzlies have ran 6 plays tonight. 3 of them have been touchdowns. Kennedy's going to get a rest here finally. Hasn't sat out a play yet. Jamino has the ball in the shotgun. It's a tight set, and there's going to be an offside, so the Crusaders will have 1st and 5.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
That package is usually what they like to run their design quarterback runs for Jamino as they pinch all the receivers in. Jamino's alone by himself in the backfield. Let's see if they go with that play here. This time it's going to be an end-around handoff. And Estevo has some room to run. He's going to try and make a man miss. He can't quite shake him, and he's going to be brought down for about a gain of 1.
Gibbons on the tackle, run by Estevo.
Estevo had a lot of room
Gain
to
of 1
work
on the
with
play.
down
That's
to
a
the right
2nd and
side.
4.
As the Grizzlies were fooled by the formation of the Crusaders. Estevo came from the left side, took the end-around handoff, and eventually couldn't get past the line of scrimmage as he tried to shake a Grizzly defender and could not. It'll now be 2nd and 4 for Kapaun from their own 33. 4:30 remaining in the first quarter. Jamino's going to take it. He's going to roll out left. He's looking to throw down the right sideline. He's got a man. That's going to be a 1st down and more. And he will be brought down just past the 45. That'll be a 1st down Kapaun
Jamino's pass complete to Kennedy.
as the Crusaders
Given up
move
for
the
a 1st
chains
down.
once again.
Be 1st and 10 Crusaders from the 45-yard line. Tackle that time by Yonkman.
Kennedy with his 2nd reception of the night, both been for
1st
positive
and 10
yards.
at the 45.
And the Crusaders pick up their 2nd 1st down of the night. 4:10 remaining to go in the first quarter. As Jamino will send 3 out to his left, or to his right as he stays in the shotgun. 1st and 10 here for the Crusaders. He's going to drop back. He's looking to his right. He's going to throw it downfield to Kennedy once again, and it is just overthrown.
Jamino's pass is incomplete.
And now we have a
Jarris
flag
Kennedy.
after the play. And we also
Flags
have
on
a
the
man
play.
down for Kapaun.
Johnny Jabara is the injured KMC player.
After the play, personal foul, defense. 15-yard penalty results in a 1st down.
So Kapaun will get 15 yards and a 1st down as sophomore Johnny Jabara is down on the field injured. Crusaders will have 1st and 10 from the Northwest 40. This will be their
Personal
first
foul
play
against
in Northwest
gives
territory
Kapaun 1st and
tonight.
10 at the Grizzly 40.
There's 3:44 left to go in the game. Julius Bolden having all 3 touchdowns for the Grizzlies. And Northwest only running 6 plays thus far. And they have 3 touchdowns. Kapaun defense not given that much of a fair chance in the last 2 as a fumble from Kapaun resulted, or a blocked punt from Kennedy. Kennedy got his punt blocked at about the 20. And Darius Cooper scooped it up and took it all the way down to the 1. Jarris being the one to shove him out of bounds by the pylon. And Bolden punched it in from there. Next possession, a high snap. And the Grizzlies fell on it at about the 5-yard line. High snap on a punt. And then Bolden ran it in 5 yards right after that. So Jabara is helped off the field. And the Crusaders will have 1st and 10 from the Northwest 40. Jamino's by himself in the shotgun set once again. 4 to his right, 1 to his left. Jones the one on the far side. Jamino will take the snap, run it straight up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. He's going to try and break a tackle. Pushes forward for a couple yards.
Andrew Jamino on the carry.
And stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Jamino kept moving his legs and ended up getting 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Kapaun. Jamino.
Vega Thomas also on the stop. 2nd and 6.
Jamino is not exactly a massive human being, so an impressive run there from Andrew, junior quarterback. And Kapaun will now have it from the Northwest 36, 2nd and 6. And the same setup for the Crusaders. And the Crusaders wanting to chew as much clock as they can, trying to keep the ball to the Northwest offense, trying to give their defense a little bit of a break. Jamino's going to loft it down the left sideline to Jones, and it is intercepted, but there is a flag on the play.
Intercepted.
Northwest thinks they have it, but there is a flag.
On the pick, flag on the play.
Ball was caught by Widow Kalumo, and he thinks it's intercepted. He doesn't think the pass interference is on him because it's not.
Penalties decline. 1st down, Northwest.
And things continue to get worse for the Crusaders now, putting together a solid drive, trying to capitalize off of a bad Northwest penalty. And they can, as Jamino tries to throw one up for Jones. It worked last week. Jones making a nice catch over an Andover defender. This time, the Northwest corner made a better play, intercepts the ball, and they have it at their own 11. 2:51 remaining in the first quarter. Jones is in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Bolden up the middle. This time, Bolden is finally stopped, and he's only going to get a couple on that play.
Bolden on the carry, brought down by Frisch. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Team morale for the Crusaders cannot be high right now, but they have to keep staying focused. Jones going to throw the ball. He's looking deep down the right side, and it is overthrown. And there is a flag. Kennedy does not know why.
Jones's pass.
But it'll more than likely be on him trying to hold back the arm of the Northwest receiver.
Kennedy on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense. 15-yard penalty results in a 1st down.
And the Kapaun coaching staff and fans do not like that call. Coach is asking for an explanation on the call. The referees are not giving it to them. And Northwest will have 1st and 10 from their own 28 now. A nice ball there from Reagan Jones down the right side for the Northwest. Just overthrew him a bit, but pass interference is going to move him up. That's a false start. Northwest had a man in motion. He just ran past the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped, and that'll move Northwest back 5 yards.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Not sure what kind of play they were going for there, but obviously did not work. So it'll be 1st and 15 from their own 23. That was Jones's first attempted pass of the night. Jones committed to play Missouri Western University. He's going to roll out to his right. It's a speed option. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get a couple, but brought down by the Kapaun defense. And it'll be 2nd and about
Jones
13
on the carry,
or so.
brought down by Reed Adelhart. Gain of a couple. It's 2nd and 13.
Adelhart with another tackle for the Crusaders. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Jones will drop back again. He's looking left side. He doesn't have a man. As Chapman tried to jump the route, he could not in time.
Jones's pass intended for Coleman, incomplete.
Coleman
Chapman on the defense.
didn't even look for the ball as Jones threw it to him.
13.
He was open, wasn't looking, And that's another incomplete pass. 3rd and 13 for Northwest. As Crusaders looking for their first stop of the day, trying to get Northwest to pump for the first time. As Northwest scored 3 touchdowns on their first 6 plays of the game. Jones will be in the shotgun again. He's got 1 man on the far side. He's got 2 to his left. He's going to send a man in motion. It's Bolden. He's looking for him. This time he's going to take it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down, and the Grizzlies are going to have 4th down for the first time tonight.
Jones
about 1:40 left in the first quarter.
Brought down by Charlie Frisch. And Liam Smith
and it'll be
in on the tackle.
4th and 8 from the Northwest 30.
4th and 7.
And Northwest will punt it away, as it's going to take a Crusader bounce, and it's going to be down at about the 48s. Crusaders get a big defensive stop.
At the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Kapaun.
As Northwest, other than the pass interference penalty, goes 3 and out. And Kapaun will take over from their own 48, 1st and 10, 1:22 remaining in the first quarter. And the Crusaders back onto the field again. Jackson Bezdek tonight on the call. Shimino's got 3 men to his right, 1 to the left. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Grizzlies lead at 21-0. Jimino's going to throw a slant over the middle to Kennedy. Kennedy's got it, and he's going to be brought down immediately, but a solid gain of 5 on first down for the Crusaders.
Jairus Kennedy. He's brought down by Todrick McGee. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
And Kapaun will have 2nd and 4 now after the slant route over the middle to Kennedy. That play has worked a few times for the Crusaders tonight. Twice to Kennedy, 1 to Cale Curtis. And Jimino is being very precise with his passes thus far, other than his interception that was lofted on the left side of the field. Tried to get it to Jones, but Jones had a jump ball. The Northwest defender came down with it. Another slant over the middle, and it works once again. Kennedy again on the reception. That's going to be a first down for Kapaun.
Jimino's pass is complete to Jairus Kennedy.
Keep going with that. Crusaders kind of found their bread and butter here with that slant route.
The tackle. Not before the Crusaders get a first down.
And the Crusaders are driving.
From the 39-yard line up Northwest.
And Kapaun will have 1st and 10 from the 38 of Northwest as the clock's winding down. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. And it looks like Kapaun is going to take this into the second quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Northwest leads it 21-0.
And that's the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, it's Northwest 21, Kapaun 0.
For all your automotive cleaning supplies, call Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444. Does your vehicle ever smell like you've just been in an Uber? Call First Impressions for ways to keep your vehicle smelling great. That's a Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444.
And a reminder that KMC football parents are sponsoring pre- and post-game gatherings at Buffalo Wings and Rings. That's before and after home football games. Just mention KMC football, and Wings and Rings will donate 10% to KMC.
And the first play of the quarter for the Crusaders.
Andrew Jimino
as Jimino takes the quarterback keeper up the middle.
He was tripped up.
It'll be
Wings.
2nd and 4 for Kapaun as they are driving. Northwest defense
Gain of 6 on the play.
doesn't quite have an
2nd and
answer
4.
for Kapaun. Kapaun will have the ball from the Northwest 32, the farthest they've been in Northwest territory thus far in the game. Jimeno has Shanka to his right. He's got 3 men to the right side, Kennedy to his left. Kennedy's probably going to run a slant or a fade route down the left side. Jimeno will probably want to look for him or the slant over the middle. And there's a slant over the middle this time. It was intended for Jones, and it was thrown out in front of Jones just a bit.
Pass was intended for Tiger Jones, incomplete, 3rd and 4.
As that'll bring up 3rd down for Kapaun. Kennedy did run that fade route down the left side. Jimeno didn't like what he saw, so he went over the middle to Jones, just overthrew him a bit. So it'll be 3rd and 4 Kapaun from the Northwest 32. Similar formation for the Crusaders. This time Jones on the left side with Kennedy. As movement up front, and a flag is not thrown, as I guess there was no encroachment there from the Grizzlies front line. Jimeno will take the snap. He's looking left side. This time he's blitzed, and he's trying to escape, but he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage at about the 36-yard line. That'll bring a 4th down for Kapaun.
Jimeno brought down by Zach Dyer. Loss of a couple on the play. Makes it 4th and 7.
So interesting to see what the Crusaders do here. The wind blowing against them. Probably not time to bring out the field goal unit. This is 4th down territory, as you wouldn't want to punt it here because you're not really gaining much from that. So they're going to go for it 4th and 7 from the Northwest 35-yard line. 10:30 remaining in the first half. Jimeno has 2 on both sides. Shanka in the backfield with him. He will take the shotgun snap. He rolls out to the right. He's looking over that slant right. He's got a man. It's Curtis over the middle, and he was wide open on the slant for the Crusaders.
Jimeno's pass is complete.
They will move the chains once again, the 4th time this drive.
1st down, KMC.
Curtis was open again on that slant route, and Northwest has no answer for the slant route from Kapaun tonight. Just a simple
Curtis was brought down
3 yards, jab right,
by Malcolm Bell.
and break
1st and
left
10
over the middle.
at the 20.
And it continues to work for Kapaun. Hopefully they will keep going to it, as it is 1st and 10 from the Northwest 19 here. This time Jimeno will hand off to Shanka up the middle. Shanka tries to drive his legs for a few yards, but he is going to be stopped about a gain of 1 right at the line of scrimmage. And Shanka was wrapped up immediately by the Northwest front 7.
Hale and Zach Dyer. 2nd and 10.
.20 remaining in the first half. Crusaders have the ball at the Northwest 18, and they're driving for the first time tonight. A solid drive put together for Kapaun, one we have not seen thus far this year from the Crusaders, as they've racked up a lot of yards this drive and are looking to put the ball into the end zone here. Jimeno takes a snap. He's looking to the left. He's throwing it left side. This time it is intercepted.
Jimeno's pass is
and
intercepted.
Malcolm Bell picks it off for Northwest.
Malcolm Bell on the pick.
Jimeno thought he had his man on the left side, overthrew him a bit, and Bell made a very nice play, running right under the ball, getting a foot inbounds, and halting that impressive Crusaders drive.
Line, 1st and 10 Northwest.
Northwest hadn't been put on their heels like that in a while, and the Crusaders did that, drove the ball all the way down the field. Jimeno overthrew his man just a bit, and now Northwest has the ball, and that is dropped. Kennedy on the coverage for the Crusaders.
Jones' pass is incomplete.
Reagan Jones does not find his man down the left side. The ball is on the Northwest 2.
Jones intended receiver, 2nd and 10.
They're working deep in their own territory. We'll have to go 98 yards for a score. Jones is going to roll out left, and he's going to go to the left side up the middle, and he will get a solid chunk of yards. Looks like a gain of 8. And Northwest will now have 3rd and shorts.
Reagan Jones
still deep in their own territory.
Quarterback keeper brought down by Liam Smith.
Crusaders offense should not be feeling too bad about themselves after that drive. And Jones will hand it off to Bolden, as it looks like he's stopped short, and a flag after the play.
Carry by Bolden. He was brought down by Ethan Stulsatz.
It probably looks like a personal foul on Northwest. A couple of Crusaders flew way back after the play. If so, this will be Northwest's second personal foul call after the play tonight.
After the play, personal foul, offense. Half the distance to the goal results in a 1st and 10.
So Northwest will have 1st and 10. As Jones is in the shotgun, he's going to hand the ball off up the middle. He keeps it himself, tries to break it to the left side, and he's going to get a couple of yards on that carry.
Reagan Jones on the carry.
So Bolden
Powers
got the
Liam
2
Smith
yards
on the
needed
tackle.
a couple
Gain
plays
of
ago
4,
for Northwest.
2nd and 6.
That's why the flag resulted.
Flag on
And
the
that's
play.
going to Northwest receiver just took off before the
False start.
snap.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
So Bolden picks up the 1st down. The personal foul happens after the play. So the Grizzlies already had their 1st down. They were just moved backwards yards.
2nd and 11.
So that resulted in a 1st and 10 and half a distance to the goal for the Grizzlies. Now it'll be 2nd and 11 for Northwest at their own 5-yard line. And Bolden's going to take the ball to the left side, and he bolts through the left side. He breaks a couple of tackles, is finally brought down. Bolden was shot out of a cannon there, and he picked up a
Julius
big
Bolden
chunk
on
of
the
yards
carry.
there.
He was brought down by Ethan Stulsatz.
Stulsatz with another open field tackle for the Crusaders, potentially saving a touchdown from Bolden. That would have been his 4th. Bolden having one heck of a night.
Kane is out to the 46, 1st and 10 Northwest.
Bolden already over 100 yards rushing, and we still have 7:25 left to go in the first half. Jones is going to keep it himself this time up the middle, and he's going to get a couple. Jones broke
Reagan
free
Jones
for about
on
a
the
30-yard
quarterback.
run in the first quarter of their first drive, but hasn't seen
Jackson
much positive
Powers.
yardage since then. Now it's 2nd and 7 for Northwest. As another handoff to the left side. This time will be brought down, and they'll get
Bolden
about
on
a
the
gain
carry.
of 3. This time Bolden stopped short, and he is not able to outrun everybody this
Brandon
time.
Burr on the
3rd and
tackle.
3. And Northwest
Frisch
continues
also
to
in on the
move
stop.
fast. This fast-paced
Kennedy
offense
also in on the tackle. 3rd and 3.
hopefully does not wear down the Crusaders' defense as the game goes on. And Jones will be in the shotgun. He's going to send his man out to the left. And he's got one receiver to his right. It's going to be a design keeper, and he's going to get a 1st down. That will move the chains for the Grizzlies, as now they have the ball at the Kapaun 43, and they are driving.
Reagan Jones is the ball carrier, brought down by Jackson Powers and Liam Smith. 1st and 10
This drive started at their own 2.
at the 44.
And they're already down to the Kapaun 43. And the Crusaders are going to take a timeout, give their defense a break. A much-needed
Timeout
break
taken.
as the fast-paced Northwest offense seemingly running all over the Crusaders on this drive. 6:16 left to go in the first half. Northwest leads it 21-0. Your voice for Crusaders football. Jones hands the ball to Bolden up the middle, and Bolden gets a solid chunk of yards once again. And it's right at the 1st down marker.
Bolden
Let's
was
see
the
if they
ball
give it to
carrier.
him. And they do. Move the chains once again for Northwest as they rack up another 1st down on this drive. And they're going to hike the ball immediately from the
Powers
Kapaun
on the
33-yard line.
1st and 10.
Another handoff up the middle, taken out to the right side just past the 30. As Northwest
Jaden Wheeler, the ball carrier that
In a
time.
big
He was brought
hurry
down by George Tralia.
to try and put some
Gain
more
of
points
3,
up on the
2nd and
board.
7.
They scored 3 touchdowns pretty much in a row in 6 plays. With about 5 minutes left in the first quarter, Kapaun defense and offense did a nice job of keeping them off the field. Jones fakes the handoff, and he's got a man open this time, overthrows him up the middle. Chapman back
Jones's
in the
pass
coverage for the
incomplete.
Crusaders.
Intended for Aldridge.
So now it'll be 3rd and 7 for Northwest
3rd
from
and
the
7.
30. Jones will be in the shotgun once again. And this Northwest no-huddle offense. And it's Bolden up the middle. He's got a first down, and he's got more, breaking a lot of tackles. He's down to the 10-yard line.
Julius Bolden on the carry, brought down by Brandon Burr.
Kapaun defense having a hard time bringing down Bolden. As Burr and Stulsatz finally get to him at about the 9. First and goal for Northwest. Another handoff up the middle, stop short this time. And a couple of Crusaders make big hits.
Wheeler on the carry.
As Wheeler will not get anywhere, and it'll be second and goal from the 9 once again for Northwest. This fast-paced, hurry-up offense looking like
second and 9.
What they do in college football these days. No huddle, hurry up, fast-paced. Jones is going to roll out right. He's got a man in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Jones, having not completed a pass yet all night, cannot seem to quite connect with his receivers, as he had Ross wide open in the end zone. Overthrows him. It'll be third and goal from the 9 for Northwest. 5:01 remaining in the first half. So finally the Kapaun defense gets a bit of a breather, as does myself. Jones in the shotgun again. They probably want to go with a run the Bolden, as Jones hasn't connected on any passes, and there's Bolden. And there he is in the end zone again. Bolden making himself at home in the end zones here at Stryker Field, as Bolden's 4th touchdown of the night results in a 27-0 lead for Northwest. 4:56 left to go in the first half, as that was bound to happen as the Kapaun defense looked to get tired. Northwest drives 98 yards down the field to score a touchdown. Arndt's PAT.
Carson Arndt on for the extra point.
Is good.
Kick is good.
As Northwest will now lead at 28-0. 4:56 remaining in the first half. So the Kapaun defense goes back to the sideline. A little bit disheartened as I'm looking at him here on the bench. And it's tough. Northwest is one of the best offenses in the state. No one seemed to stop him yet. Carroll held him to 21. But that's more than Kapaun scored all year. Northwest putting up 71 against East. And they've really had no trouble since week 1 with any team.
Number 3, Andrew Chapman, and number 4, Jarris Kennedy.
Just recently put up 60 against West, who the Crusaders lost to 34-0. Crusaders, however, get the ball here and will get the ball coming out of halftime, so a couple of positives there. Arndt's kick is away. Kennedy will return it. He's going to break it to the left side and try to get up the middle, and he's going to get to about the 21-yard line.
Jarris Kennedy on the return. He was brought down by Todrick McGee.
Kapaun offense just had a great drive, driving all the way down the field,
from the 22,
getting to about the 20-yard line. And Jamino threw his 2nd interception of the night, another overthrow. As Malcolm Bell for the Grizzlies, defensive back, made a nice play, running straight under the ball, getting his foot in bounds. Grizzlies took over at their own 2, drove the ball 98 yards, and scored yet another touchdown. .450 remaining in the first half. Northwest leads at 28-0. Jamino in the shotgun set. 2 receivers both sides of him. He's going to take it up the middle himself and go nowhere, as he is dragged down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
He was met by Jacob Bianquin. Short loss on the play. It'll make it 2nd and 11.
Instead of getting discouraged by the last drive not resulting in any points, Crusaders should have been positive about it, saying they drove the ball right down this Northwest defense, as they only gave up 14 points to West last week. West has a very good offense, a couple of big guys up front and some real speedy backs. Only gave up 7 to East. East also has some good athletes at receiver. So this Northwest defense is no joke, and the Crusaders drove down the field seemingly without any problems. A couple slant routes over the middle resulted in big yards for Curtis and Kennedy. Hopefully we go back to those in this drive. Jimino's in the shotgun again. He looked for the slant route. It wasn't there. He's going to try and roll out to his left and make something happen, and he scrambles out of bounds. And he'll get a few yards on the play.
Jimino on the carry.
As he escapes a sack in the backfield.
Daher along with Colomo.
That'll stop the clock at 3:51 left to go in the first half. As Kapaun will have 3rd and 8 from their own 24. Need to get a first down here. Even after this first down, you don't result in anything after that. You can't go 3 and out and give the ball back to the Grizzlies with plenty of time left on the clock. It's just a recipe for disaster for this Kapaun defense, who's already worn down and tired. As Julius Bolden, having no problem running all over the Kapaun Crusaders. Really talented. He's super quick. Great first step, and he's tough to bring down in the open field. Jimino's blitz from the right side. He's just going to dump it off. The pass is completed down around the 30. It'll be 4th and 2. As a nice play there from Jimino. Avoiding the stack, dumping it off to Shanka over the middle in the flat.
He was brought down by Terrence Burt.
Off a little curl route from Hunter. And it'll be 4th and 2 from the 30 now. Kapaun student section tried to start another student section war, but Northwest students having none of that, letting them know what the score is. Jimino under center here for Kapaun. This time we'll drop back in the shotgun, just making a couple audibles. As a big, snapped, and Jimino was not ready for it. Northwest guys all around him, tries to make a play over the middle, just in the outstretched arms of Shanka.
Incomplete. Intended for Cale Curtis.
As some miscommunication between Jimino and the center. As the ball was snapped and Andrew was not ready for it. So Northwest will take over 1st and 10 from the Kapaun 30. 2:58 remaining to go in the first half. And Jones drops back. He's going to look deep left side. And it is incomplete, overthrown. Jones struggling tonight.
Pass incomplete.
So another positive for the Kapaun defense.
Intended for Zion
Doing
Jones.
a pretty good job of containing one of the best quarterbacks in the city. Definitely the best quarterback in the city, one of the best in the state. As he's committed to play at Missouri Western. He'll be in the shotgun set here. He'll send the man in motion. 2nd and 10 Northwest from the 30. And we got a flag. Looks like that'll move Northwest back for a 2nd and 15.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Markov on a penalty makes it 2nd and 15.
Jones back again in the shotgun will send Bolden out in motion to the left side. And he'll throw a screen pass over the middle. The Crusaders defending it well, as Northwest will only pick up about a yard or so. Kapaun defense all over that, sniffed that out.
To Ross.
And Northwest will have 3rd and 14
brought
now.
Down by Will Doolittle. Gain of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
Northwest will have it from the Kapaun 34. 2:20 remaining to go in the first half. They lead at 28-0. All 4 touchdowns coming from Julius Bolden. Jones looking end zone. Thinks he has a man over the middle, and it is incomplete once again.
Reagan Jones' pass is incomplete.
Cannot seem to connect with any of his receivers tonight. As it'll be 4th and 14 Northwest.
Zion Jones. That'll make it 4th and 14.
Zion Jones, definitely the best receiver that Northwest has. He's had a lot of receiving yards so far this year. Reagan Jones thought that would be a for sure touchdown for Zion, as they've definitely connected on that play a couple times over the year. Jones could not bring it down, though, as he'll send Zion in motion, and he does it again. This time, Kapaun calls a timeout before the snap, wanting to reset and stop the clock. So that'll stop the clock with 2:13 left in the first half, as Crusaders didn't want Northwest to completely run the clock down, give them some time to drive the ball one more time in the first half, as both teams will regroup. 4th and 14 for Northwest coming up. If you're looking for something to do during halftime, I am being interviewed by the Northwest radio staff on KFH Radio, 1240 AM, 97.5 FM. As thanks to you guys, the KMC Journalism live stream has made some noise over the City League, and people in the city are starting to hear about it. So I want to say thanks to all of you for tuning in every single week. It means a lot to me, it means a lot to the program, and it means a lot to the football players that we know we have this sense of support, and it's given me a great opportunity to do something I love to do, announcing football games. It's a dream come true for me. So I want to thank all of you guys for giving me this opportunity and giving us some exposure here at Kapaun. 4th and 14 for Northwest. Reagan will drop back. He's looking right side. He's got a man. He makes a tackle, a huge tackle there from Andrew Chapman as he stops a fourth down conversion.
Is complete to Jalen Martin.
So that'll leave 2:07 for the Crusaders to try and drive down the field at the end of the first half.
Of the yard to gain, it's going to be 1st and 10, KMC.
Great tackle from Chapman there to stop Jalen Martin from getting any more yards, as Reagan Jones completes his first pass of the night. Chapman ankle tackles Martin, and the Crusaders now have the ball from their own 25. 1st and 10, 2:07 left to make something happen. We will probably see a lot of pass plays here, hopefully some slant routes that have worked pretty well for Jamino and the Crusaders. He's going to roll out left. He's looking sideline. Does he have his man? They're going to call it a complete pass to Kennedy by the sideline. That'll stop the clock at 2 minutes. And the Crusaders will pick up a good chunk of yards. It'll be 2nd and 4 now for Kapaun.
31. 2nd and 4.
Kapaun will come out once again in the same set. Jamino has 2 receivers at both sides of him. Kennedy and Jones here on the near side. Jamino will take the snap. He's going to roll out to the right. It looks like a speed option. He'll flip it, and it is fumbled. It is dropped, and it looks like the Crusaders fell right back on it.
To Estivo, fumble on the play, recovered by Kapaun.
Jamino flipped it over Estivo's head.
Northwest.
As Northwest will now take a timeout, thinking they will get a stop here and get the ball back to save themselves some more time. 1:50 left to go in the first half. Northwest leads at 28-0. So it looked promising at start for the Crusaders. After a fumbled speed option, they'll now have 3rd and 7. Interesting that they went to the run play there, knowing that the clock would keep running and that the passing game's had some success. Other than Jamino's 2 interceptions, he's been pretty spot on, connecting with most of his receivers, as especially Jairus Kennedy has had a lot of receptions tonight, along with Cale Curtis on a couple slant routes over the middle. So both teams will try back onto the field for this 3rd and 7 play from the Cape Mount Carmel 28-yard line. Northwest looking for a stop here, hoping to get the ball back with a little bit of time left to go for them to maybe put some more points up on the board. Jamino has an empty backfield to himself in the shotgun. Calls an audible at the line. He's going to take the snap. 3-step drop. Licks over the middle. He's got Jones. Jones cannot come up with it. And another incomplete pass intended for Tiger. Jamino and Jones trying to connect tonight. They have failed to 3 times thus far, one resulting in an interception. And now Kapaun will have 4th and 7. Maybe this is the time they do the fake punt that's worked so well for them thus far.
Back deep.
Kennedy simply takes the punt snap, and throws it over the middle of the field to whoever's open. It's worked against West, worked against East, worked against Andover. One of our few first downs of the night against West came from that fake punt. So Kennedy's here in the shotgun. And Kapaun will call a timeout here with 1:46 remaining in the first half.
Kapaun.
Crusader coaching staff maybe wanting to rethink the formation they were in, maybe wanted to either call off the fake punt or go for it here. They're on their own 28-yard line,
That's
so
Kapaun's third time out of the half.
failing to convert on a 4th down conversion here would basically set up Northwest for another touchdown, as Julius Bolden is having his way with the Crusaders front 7 and secondary, making every single man miss, having 4 touchdowns already on the night. If you had him on your fantasy team, he's on pace for about 75 points, so that would be a good start. Hopefully you started him this week. As Northwest defense come back onto the field, still in punt return formation. And Kennedy's back to punt. He's got nobody out wide, so this will be a punt. And there's movement at the line. And let's see which way it goes.
Start.
It'll go backwards for Kapaun.
5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
So that'll now be 4th and 12 from their own 23 instead. And now the Crusaders will for sure punt this one away. Kennedy's punt is this time up and away, and it's going to go to about the 45-yard line. It rolls back, and the Crusaders will down it at their own 45. Northwest will take over with 1:38 remaining in the first half. They lead it 28-0.
Kennedy's punt is downed at the Kapaun 45. Northwest takes over 1st and 10.
So Reagan Jones and his squad will come back out here. I guess I should say Julius Bolden and his squad, because he's definitely carrying the load for this Northwest offense. As he'll take a handoff here, he'll bust it up the middle, and he's got some room up the middle. Will he get the first down? Yes, he will. Northwest will move the chains here. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 35.
Brought down by Doug Bates, and will
as Northwest having no trouble trying to hurry up here, as they do that anyway. Another lofted pass to the right side from Jones. And Jones, another incomplete pass. As it'll be 2nd and 10 Northwest. The clock will stop at 1:23 left to go in the first half.
Intended receiver was Caleb Coleman. 2nd and 10.
They have the ball 2nd and 10 from the Kapaun 35.
Andrew Chapman on the defense that time for Kapaun.
Andrew had a very nice game thus far. Couple of big 3rd down tackles. Randall up the left side, now up the middle. He's got a lot of room to run, and he is ankle tackled before he could outrun everybody. He's frustrated coming up with that.
He was tripped up by Ethan Stulsatz.
Bolden running all over this Kapaun defense.
1st and goal at the 9.
He gets that quick first step and busts through the line, and there is no stopping him from there until about 10 yards later. He is tough to bring down. Jones is going to keep it this time on a fake handoff. He's going to get it to about the 2-yard line. 1 minute left to go in the first half. Northwest.
Reagan Jones on the quarterback keeper, brought down by Jackson
Go and hurry
Powers.
up. Doesn't need quite worry about the time.
2nd and goal from the 2.
As now Jones will have it with Bolden in the backfield. Jones is going to keep it himself again. He's going to try and jump into the end zone. And he has it, and that is another Northwest touchdown.
Touchdown, Reagan Jones from 2 yards out.
As Reagan Jones gets a little jealous of Bolden, and he decides to take one in himself. It is now 34-0 Northwest, with 50 seconds to go in the first half. As Arndt's PAT, well, he's 4 for 4 on the night tonight. Make that 5 for 5, but Northwest takes a 35-0 lead. And that is now the most points this Kapaun team has given up all year. Previously it was 34 to West High, and Northwest has broken that And there's still 50 seconds remaining in the first half.
We'd like to congratulate the varsity and JV soccer teams from Kapaun. They had victories over Bishop Carroll last night, and they will play host to Blue Valley Southwest tomorrow right here at Stryker. Games are at 11 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. Come on out and support your Crusader soccer teams.
Blue Valley Northwest, one of the best soccer teams in the state. Big game for the boys in blue on the pitch tomorrow.
Andrew Chapman and Jarris Kennedy back deep.
Crusaders
on to kick off for Northwest.
We'll try and get some good field position off of this kick. Maybe try and put some points on the board before the half ends. They have one timeout remaining and 50 seconds to work with. Arndt will kick it away, and Kennedy will receive it at the 2-yard line. He's going to bring it out up the middle, and he's got nowhere to go once he hits the 20, and he's going to be brought down. Big hit there. And the Crusaders will take over at their own 20
Kennedy
with 44 seconds
He's
remaining.
Brought down by Javon Wheeler. Crusaders take over, 1st and 10 from the 20.
So Kapaun has 44 seconds and one timeout to go 80 yards down the field. Guess about 60 to get in the field goal range. But they are going against the wind, so that is something to take into consideration if you are Kapaun. The Crusaders will break huddle. 2 wide receivers on each side for Jamino. He's going to take this one under center. And he's just going to hand the ball off up the middle. And that's going to go nowhere.
Jack Wayne's on the tackle.
As the clock is going to continue to go down, Crusaders don't look like they have any intention of trying to get some points on the board to end the half here.
2nd and 10.
However, they do get the ball coming out in the second half, so they need to get in the locker room, regroup, come back out, nice, refreshed, and ready to go.
Taylor Schottifer on the carry, 2nd and 10.
Northwest is going to let up a little bit, so that's something to look forward to. First possession is the most important possession next half. Can they come out and put it on Northwest right away?
And that's the end of the first half of play at the half. Northwest 35 and Kapaun 0.
So let's see what the Crusader offense will do coming out of halftime. Northwest leads it 35-0.
Northwest will kick
Welcome
off
back,
for the second
everybody,
half. Carson Arndt on the boot.
to the second half of tonight's game between Northwest and Kapaun Mount Carmel. Northwest currently leads it 35-0. Not really a tight matchup here in the first half, but Kapaun looking to come back, receiving the ball in the second half to hopefully put some points on the board. And they're going to start. Kennedy's going to take it at the 1. He's got a lot of room to run on the right side. He's going to be brought down. There's a flag behind in the backfield.
Kennedy on the return. There's a flag on the play. Jacob Yunkman on the tackle. Indication is the penalties against Kapaun.
So if that is true, the Crusaders will have the ball deep in their own territory once again to start another drive.
On the return team, half the distance goal, first down.
And the Crusaders will start deep in their own territory for the first drive of the second half.
KMC takes over, 1st and 10 at their own 8.
So the Crusaders will start their drive from their own 8-yard line. Jamino back at the helm for the Crusaders in the shotgun once again. Jones, the receiver on this near side. Jamino's going to take the ball up the middle in a quarterback draw, and he's going to be stopped about at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10, Kapaun.
Andrew Jamino on the quarterback keeper.
Want to give a thanks to Kevin Arkman and radio crew from Northwest allowing me to go over there and talk to him a little bit during halftime. He was the one who started the live streaming here at Kapaun for the football games way back when, about 2009, and he was happy to see that we started the program back up. Was glad to see that I was doing it and I was having fun with it. Gave me some good advice, and it was a good talk. It was good to see that my efforts and our efforts as the Kapaun journalism program are being recognized. Kennedy's going to catch a screen pass, and he's going to be brought down near the goal line. Kapaun's going to have the ball at their own 3.
Kennedy.
Screen pass that went for negative a few.
Weeds and McGee on the defense, on the tackle. Loss on the play, back to the 3-yard line. 3rd and 15.
So Kapaun will have 3rd and long from their own 3, 10:40 left to go in the third quarter. As this first drive has summed up the night for the Crusaders pretty well, having only one good drive on offense, that leading to an interception. Lots of another interception, a blocked kick, turnover on downs, and a fumble. Rounds out the Kapaun Mount Carmel offense in the first half as Northwest had no trouble scoring any points, putting up 35 in the first half. As Jamino will take the shotgun snap, another designed run up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at about their own 5. The Crusaders will be forced to punt here.
Gain on the play.
It's now 4th and 14.
4th and 14. Jarvis Kennedy on for the punt.
Crusaders will punt this one away. Northwest punting into
Malcolm
the wind.
Bell
Northwest will get good field position.
Back to receive.
Coming out to start this drive. Kennedy's punt is away this time, and it's going to go way out of bounds. They're going to mark it around the 30-yard line, so that's where the Grizzlies will set up shop.
Kennedy's punt goes out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Northwest at the KMC 29.
And the Northwest high fire-powered offense come back onto the field as Reagan Jones leads his squad, him scoring the most recent touchdown for him with a run up the middle at about the 3-yard line.
Bolden is the ball carrier, is brought down by Sam Nichols. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Julius Bolden has 4 of his own touchdowns in the first half, also over 100 yards rushing. And Jones fakes the handoff and rolls out to the right, makes two men miss, and he's out of bounds at the 15. And that will be a first down Northwest. They are already driving thus far. What's interesting about this Northwest team as I'm watching their sideline is
inside the 20, it's going to be
their
first and 10
fans
from the 16.
Aren't exactly enthusiastic. They kind of expect their team to just rail other teams. Jones looking end zone left side, and does he have his man? A touchdown. Incredible grab by the Northwest receiver. Finally, Jones completes a touchdown pass. Zion Jones, my prediction from him being the best receiver on this team is true, as he makes a spectacular grab near the left pylon as Grizzlies put up another touchdown. They now lead at 41-0. Arnt's PAT
for the extra point.
is good. He is now 6 for 6 on the night as Jones gets his first touchdown pass to Zion Jones.
It's 42-0 Northwest.
Reagan finally completing a pass for more than 5 yards. He struggled in the first half trying to find his receivers, overthrowing them. But it really was not a big deal because then they just give the ball to Julius Bolden and he'd run for 30 yards.
Division. Eric Enrique finished 8th in the boys. The team will run at El Dorado next Saturday.
As Northwest leads at 42-0, 8:54 left to go in the third quarter. This Kapaun team, unfortunately, looked pretty deflated on the sideline. As they came out, third quarter, hyped up again, they recouped, re-energized themselves, came back out, was fired up, ready to go.
Chapman dropping back deep
but they faced a 3-and-out deep in their own territory. Northwest took over at the 30 and drove down the field in about 4 or 5 plays. So Arnt will be set to kick it off again for Northwest, as Kennedy and Chapman are back for the Crusaders to return it. Kennedy will take this one near the goal line. He'll bring it out up the middle, this time running hard, and he's going to be brought down just past the 20 before the 25 at about the 23.
Returned by Jers Kennedy. He was brought down by number 22, Grant Johnson.
As the Crusaders will have first and 10 from their own 23.
First and 10, Kapaun at their 23-yard line.
$8:48 left to go in the third quarter, as Northwest leads it by 6 touchdowns. Jimeno's in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side of him. He's going to drop back, looking right, looking deep. He's got a man. The pass is completed down to the 50-yard line.
Jimeno's pass is complete.
And the Crusaders get their first big play of the night.
First down at the 50,
on the
first
play.
and 10.
And the Crusaders finally have something cooking on offense. Needed that big play after the bat 3-and-out last possession. And a huge play for them as they get their first real big play of the night. They will have first and 10 from the 50. Let's see if they can build off of this momentum and pick up another first down here. Keep the Northwest offense off of the field. Jimeno takes a snap. This time he was looking left down the field. He's got Jones, and he looks like he was held, but the referees do not see a hold, as that pass will be incomplete.
Jimeno's
It'll be second and 10 from the 50 now.
Tiger Jones incomplete, second and 10. Roughing on the defense that time for the Grizzlies.
Jimeno back in the shotgun, same formation for the Crusaders. He'll take the snap, and he will hand it off to Shanka. Or does he keep it himself? I don't know, because there were like 8 Grizzlies there, and they tackled both of them, so didn't quite matter. Jimeno kept it, and he got a yard.
Dyer. Gain of 1, it's 3rd and 9.
So now the Crusaders promising big drive seems to be stopped to a halt. If they can convert on this 3rd and 9 here, that'll be huge. Keep the drive going. Keep the Northwest offense off the field. Trying to get some points on the board here, as they'll send out 3 to the left side, near side here. Jamino back in the shotgun. And he's going to look for that screen pass. Instead, it's a slant over the middle, and it looks like it's caught by Kennedy. What a snag there from Jarris, as it looked like it almost hit the ground. Kennedy scoops it up, and another first down for Kapaun.
Kapaun first down.
Big first down to keep the clock going and move the chains, as that slant route continues to work for the Crusaders, as they should keep going back to it, to be quite honest. So now the Crusaders have the ball at the Northwest 39, 1st and 10, just under 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. And same formation here for the Crusaders, as Jamino will take the shotgun snap. He's going to take it, keep it himself to the right side. No one's over there. Makes a man miss and is down to about the 30.
Quarterback keeper by Andrew Jamino.
And that'll be a 2nd and 1 for the Crusaders. Good run there from Andrew.
He was tackled by Darius Cooper.
As the blocking held up the middle.
2nd and 1.
He bounced it out to the right side and made a guy miss. Picked up 9 yards on the play. 2nd and 1, Kapaun. Coming down on 6 minutes remaining to go in the 3rd quarter. Kapaun has a 2nd and 1 from the Northwest 30, as they come out in the same formation that resulted in these last 2 big plays. Jamino's another design run, it looks like. He's looking for someone to throw to now. Now he's got room on the right side. He's got a lot of room. He's got blocking downfield. And he's going to pick up a big chunk of yards for another Kapaun first down.
By Malcolm. Check that by Terrence Burt. Gain inside the 20, 1st and 10, KFC.
As the Crusaders now deepest in Northwest territory, as they've been all night, as they'll have 1st and 10 from the 17. Kapaun doing a nice job converting on that 3rd and 9 a couple downs ago, as now they continue to drive down the field, putting the Northwest defense on their heels. And here's that same formation the Crusaders have gone to the last few plays. It's worked, so you keep going to it. Why not? Jamino's going to roll out left. He's looking left. He thinks he's got Kennedy in the end zone. He does. It is blocked and knocked away. Great play there by the Northwest secondary, as Kennedy almost came down with it until it was knocked away.
Jamino's pass is incomplete.
Good ball there from Jamino, but a better play there from the Northwest secondary, as the Crusaders will now face 2nd and 10 from the 17. Check that. We have a holding in the backfield on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 24. 1st and 24, my fault. From the 30. Scoreboard had it wrong, that's what I'm blaming it on. Jamino will drop back. This time he's looking right. This time he's got him in on the right side, but it is knocked away again, just underthrown, as it was intended for...
Jamino's pass incomplete, intended for Stulsatz.
Ethan Stulsatz, as they keep trying to get Ethan going in the passing game on offense.
Ruffin on the coverage.
5:39 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Northwest still leads at 42-0. And this time it'll be 2nd and 24 for Kapaun. In that same formation, Jamino in the shotgun again. He's going to design run up the middle again. He's got a little bit of room to work with, breaks a tackle, and he's going to get about 4 or 5 on the play.
Andrew Jamino on the quarterback draw. Tackled by Darius Diaz. Malcolm Bell also in on the tackle. 3rd and 18.
So 3rd and long for the Crusaders here. Right now the goal should be to pick up just some yards, get in the field goal territory, as you don't want this solid drive from Kapaun to end up in 0 points like the last one in the first half did. Ended in an interception, and Northwest went 98 yards down the field, ending in a Julius Bolden touchdown. Right now, you got to put points on the board here just to score. Jamino's looking at end zone to the left side to Jones. Jones catches it, and that is going to be a touchdown. Kapaun Crusaders!
Flag on the play.
What a catch from Tiger Jones, jumping over the Northwest defender. Northwest defense is clapping, though. There is a flag on the play. Looks like it might going to be brought back, and it is. And that's disappointing as the Crusaders finally get something going on offense, and it's going to be taken away by an offensive pass interference. Kapaun fans here do not 100% agree with that call.
Call is against Kapaun for offensive pass interference.
So scratch all of that excitement and the touchdown from Kapaun. Because now they have third and quite a few here from the 40. As now they definitely need to pick up a couple of yards. Jamino, 5-step drop, fires a screen to Kennedy over the middle. He breaks a tackle, breaks another one. They're going to call him down as his knee hit the ground around the 36.
Pass to Kennedy.
And now, I mean, you might as well go for it here. Field goal is not realistic from this yardage.
Hale among the defenders to make the tackle.
And a punt wouldn't exactly make a whole lot of sense because
4th and 25.
Touchback brings it out to the 20. You're at the 36. I mean, might as well try and see if you can get a first down here. Looks like Kennedy is going to punt it away, though. Maybe trying to pin the Grizzlies down in the 10-yard line and force Northwest to run more than 4 plays to score a touchdown. And another high snap, the second one of the day. And Kennedy's just going to fall on this one. There's a scramble for it, but it doesn't matter because Northwest is going to get the ball there regardless of who has it. And that is the second bad snap from the punt team today.
At the KMC 35.
As last time this resulted in a Julius Bolden 5-yard touchdown run. Let's see what Northwest will do with it this time. This time they have the ball at the Kapaun 36. 1st and 10, 3:47 remaining in the third quarter. Reagan Jones has 3 men to his left side. He's got Julius in the backfield with him. He'll pitch it out to Bolden. Bolden's got a lot of room to run on the left side. He's brought down. Good tackle there from Kapaun. As he spins off that, he could have gone for a lot more.
Well, Doolittle leads the defensive effort for KMC. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
That'll be 2nd and about 7 for Northwest. As Jones will drop back, he's looking right side, he's got a man. And that'll be a first down Northwest and a couple more to about the 17.
Reagan Jones to Zion Jones on the pass completion.
Zion Jones with another
Inside
reception
the 20,
and
it's going to
first
be
down.
1st and 10 at the 18.
Jones has the only receiving touchdown of the night for the Grizzlies thus far. Reagan drops back to pass again, gives it to Zion once again. Zion is going to be brought down by a couple of Crusaders. There is a flag on the play. That'll stop the clock. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Complete to Zion Jones. Jarvis Kennedy on the tackle. Flag on the play. Call is holding against Northwest. Check that block in the back.
And that'll move the Grizzlies back a few yards with a block in the back. So now Crusaders catch a break there as Grizzlies seem to be driving. Now Northwest will have a 1st and long as this time Jones keeps it up the middle. And he's hit hard, but not after he gets about
Jones
a gain of
on
7.
The keeper brought down by Will Doolittle. Gain of 5.
Doolittle with another tackle there, so it'll be second and
13.
13 for Northwest. From the Kapaun 22, 2:30 remaining in the third quarter. Jones takes a snap. He's looking right. He's looking right side sideline. And a drop there from the Northwest receiver, as it'll be 3rd and 13 now.
Pass intended for Coleman, incomplete. 3rd down.
Coleman could not come up with it. Jones zipped it over there. Threw that thing very hard. Coleman could not come up with it. I saw that in warm-ups too. Jones just rifling it in on like 5-yard slants, and the receivers are like, "What are you doing, bro? I'm right next to you." And this pick is almost intercepted, but knocked away
Jones's
instead.
pass almost intercepted by Kennedy.
Jarris
4th down.
almost coming out with a big interception for Kapaun there, as they're going to bring out Arndt for the field goal. Arndt also plays basketball. Last year, guarded him on the JV level.
Carson Arndt on for the field goal attempt.
He's a three-point specialist, just like he's a three-point specialist in football too.
Kick is good.
And there is those 3 points I was talking about earlier, as Northwest now takes a 45-0 lead. Arndt definitely better at the 3 points in football than basketball, as he scored 0 against me. So the Crusaders will get the ball back. 2:15 left to go in the third quarter. Northwest has a 45-0 lead. Kapaun stands are thinning a little bit, as it's getting a little brisk out here tonight. Students are still there, all there though. It's good to see. Hopefully they're watching the game this time, or not. I mean, that's probably good either way, to be honest.
Field goal was good from 38 yards.
38-yarder with the win, just barely got over. But nonetheless, 3 points are 3 points. And the Crusaders are back to receive the kick from Arndt.
Curtis and Estevo back deep.
This time a short kick, and they'll let it go out of bounds, and they're going to get the ball at
Kick
the 30.
goes out of bounds. Penalty on the play.
So Kapaun will have 2:15 remaining in the third quarter, facing a 45-point deficit. At this point, you just want some positives to look at film tomorrow.
Crusaders take over 1st and 10 at their 35.
Some good offensive plays, put some points on the board. Almost had some points on the board last possession. It was called back by a pass interference. Jones went up and made a nice grab, but apparently he pushed off, and Crusaders were moved back and couldn't convert any points after that. Jamino will take the snap. He will hand the ball off up the middle, and there's going to be some room to run for Estevo, as he's going to get about 8 yards there.
Richard Estevo on the carry.
Estevo's first big play of the
Gain
night.
of 8 on the play. Is brought down by Darius Diaz.
Jamino will have trips to his left, all on the near side. Another handoff to Estevo. Will try to get a first down, but he's going to be stopped short. And it'll be a 3rd and 1 for Kapaun.
Estevo, the ball carrier. Hale on the stop.
Clock down to 1:30 to go in the third. Kapaun has the ball at the Northwest
Vega
at their
Thomas
own 44.
also in on the tackle.
They'll try and punch the ball up the middle again, try and get a first down here.
3rd and 1.
As Jamino will probably take it, or hand it off to Estevo. And Northwest looks to be sending a blitz. And they do, and Jamino's going to fake it and roll out to the right side. He's got a lot of room. He gets the first down, and he breaks a tackle. He's down to the right sideline to about the 35-yard line.
Andrew Jamino.
Good play there from Kapaun as they saw the blitz coming up the middle, so they faked the handoff up the middle. And Jamino has lots of real estate on the right side of the field.
25 by number 25, Malcolm Bell.
As he picks up a first down and more for Kapaun as they have a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the Northwest 36-yard line.
Crusaders will try to build off of that play here. Jamino will take the high snap, fumbles it a little bit, but falls on it right away. Some snapping miscommunications tonight on both punts and regular shotgun snaps.
Vega Thomas.
Definitely something to address next week at practice. Before the Holy War,
on the play, 2nd and 15.
Crusaders take on Bishop Carroll at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium next Friday. That will for sure be a big game as Carroll is 2-2 on the year so far. 2 losses coming to this Northwest team, getting shut out by Derby Panthers last week. So there's definitely a beatable Carroll team this year. Crusaders looking for their first win against Carroll in my lifetime. And the Crusaders get a playoff just before time expires here in the 3rd quarter. Now time does expire as Northwest will take their lead into the 4th quarter, 45-0.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. After 3, it's Northwest 45 and Kapaun 0.
For all your automotive cleaning supplies, call Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444. Does your vehicle ever smell like you've just been in an Uber? Call First Impressions for ways to keep your vehicle smelling great. Call Mark at First Impressions. That's 619-7444. Crusaders will have a 3rd and 12 coming out here in the 4th quarter. The ball at the Northwest's 38. Undoubtedly a rough night for Kapaun. Not as bad as some thought it would be, though. Some thought Northwest would run them completely out of Stryker Complex here. There were noises and rumors of Northwest wanting to run up the score to triple digits. They probably want to, but Kapaun's done a nice job of chewing clock on the offensive side. Defense made a couple of 3rd down stops. Jamino's going to fire to that slant right over the middle. He's got Curtis once again. Curtis makes the man miss, and he's going to get a close to a first down. Let's see if they give it to him. Yes, they do. First down, Kapaun on a 13-yard reception. A little 5-yard hook route from Curtis. And he gets about 8 more after the reception.
1st and 10 from the 25.
So these are some good things to look at in this upcoming week, as you never want to put your tail between your legs and just roll over. You want to build off of what you have and try to go into next week with a little bit of confidence. Saying you drove down the field 3 times against this Northwest team is not a lot of things some teams can say, as the pass to the left side is going to be completed.
Pass complete to Tiger Jones.
Jones finally getting a reception tonight, making a nice catch there by the left sideline.
2nd and 2.
And Kapaun will now have a 2nd and 2. Under 11 minutes remaining to go in this contest. Kapaun has the ball at the Northwest 17-yard line. Jamino will have a designed run up the middle. This time it's not going to go for a lot. In fact, it'll go for 0.
Loss on the play. Tackled by Vega Thomas and McGee.
So now it'll be 3rd and 3 for Kapaun, just coming off a couple of good 3rd down conversions. Jamino's going to send 3 out to the right side. He's got Jones on the left side. And he's in the shotgun once again. Only not been in the shotgun twice tonight. Jamino looking for Jones. He's wide open, and Jones is going to catch the ball. I think, yep. And that'll be another first down, Kapaun.
Jamino's pass is complete to Jones.
Jamino and Jones, another connection there.
First down.
Crusaders move the chains once again. Driving down the field against
First and 10
Northwest.
from
Now
the
have the ball
14.
at the 14. As Northwest defense looking like they got a little lax, as they feel like we're up 45, so it's not like we have to try super hard. 9:20 remaining in the game. Jamino in the shotgun. And he's going to fake the handoff up the middle. He's got a lot of room on the left side, cuts it back up the middle, and he gets near the first down marker.
Andrew Jamino on the carry, brought down by Jacob Yonkman.
Good run from Andrew there. Jamino done a very nice job of carrying the ball tonight. Made a lot of guys miss. He's had a good chunk of yards himself.
8 on the play, 2nd and 2.
And this has been one of the better rushing games we've seen from a Kapaun Crusader since Shanka and Kennedy's Week 1 performance against Southeast. Running all over that Buffalo's defense. Not getting in the end zone until the end of the game, however, but still picked up a lot of yards. Jamino tonight doing about the same thing, getting a lot of yards, just can't seem to find a way to get in the end zone quite yet. And Jamino now is going to be sacked as he did a fake handoff up the middle.
Jamino sacked by Nathan Hale on the
Tried
play.
to find his man on the right side of the field, but was eaten alive by a Grizzly.
Lost back to the 12.
And that'll be third. Coming down on 8 minutes remaining to go in the game. Crusaders trying to get some points on the board for the first time tonight as they have a 3rd and 8 from the Northwest 12. And that'll be 5 extra yards there for Kapaun.
Flag on the play. Encroachment
And is
against
a
Northwest.
running clock here in the 4th quarter.
5-yard penalty. Make it 3rd and 3.
I think it's 42 points. You start running it. And the Grizzlies are up 45 points. So a score here will stop the running clock. I think if that's the rules, I don't really know. 7:20 left to go. Jamino's gotten that same formation with 3 to his right, Jones to his left. He's looking to his right. This time he's going to take it up the middle, finds a hole, but he's going to be brought down short of the first down
Jamino
marker.
on the carry. He was tackled by Vega Thomas.
And it'll bring up a 4th and about 3, it looks
No
like, for
gain on the
Kapaun.
play. Make it 4th and 3.
So let's see if the Crusaders try to go for a first down / touchdown or bring the field goal unit out. They're going to keep the offense on the field. And they're going to try and get these 3 extra yards here to keep their possession going and get in a goal-to-go situation. 6:40 and counting left to go in the game. 4th and 3 from the 8. Crusaders finally trying to punch one into the end zone here. Jamino's in the shotgun, 2 receivers, right and left. And he takes a snap, rolls out to his left. He has a man in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Dropped right at the goal line.
Jamino's pass incomplete, intended for Jones.
A rare
Northwest
job
takes
from
over
Tiger
on
Jones.
downs.
He's
1st and 10.
sure-handed most of the time.
The JV football team for beating Mays South on Monday. Support your freshman
But
JV
unfortunately
teams
for
this
the
coming Monday when
Crusaders,
they play Northwest at Northwest. Game times are 4:15 and 5:45.
that solid drive going all the way down the field once again, their 3rd time with that, results in 0 points. As Northwest is going to come out firing
Julius
right away.
Bowman,
Julius
the ball carrier for Northwest.
with 9 yards, his first carry. Northwest still
Jackson
going hurry up,
Powers
no
on the
huddle.
tackle. Gain of 8.
It's
Gain of
interesting.
9 at 2nd and 1.
5:30 left to go in the game. You think as an offense up 45, you just want to run the clock down and get out of here. But Northwest said, no, I want to score points. Another first down for the Grizzlies. That'll move the chains.
Jaden Wheeler on the carry. Doolittle and Jackson Powers on the stop. Northwest gets a first down. 1st and 10 from the 24.
Other than a couple of plays, the Kapaun defense has honestly played pretty well tonight. 2 of their touchdowns were a fault of the special teams and not them, as Northwest had the ball at the Kapaun 1 and 5 after a punt team fiasco. And other than the 4-play 90-yard drive to start the game,
Sam Nichols.
Crusaders' defense has been competitive all game.
9, 2nd and 1.
Forcing Northwest to punt a couple of times, forcing a 4th down turnover, and really containing Reagan Jones pretty well tonight. One of the better quarterbacks, the best quarterback we've seen so far this year. Probably the best we will see.
Bolden, the ball carrier.
Only completing 3 or 4 passes.
Doug
One did
Bates
go for a
on the
touchdown.
tackle.
Zion Jones with a nice reception, but Kapaun defense has
Short
nothing
gain
to
is
hang their
good
heads
enough for a
about.
First down, 1st and 10 Northwest.
1st and 10
From the
Northwest.
36.
But yeah, definitely nothing to hang your heads about if you're the Kapaun defense. Competed every play after that first quarter where they scored 21 in 7 minutes. And looks like Bolden with another first down for Northwest.
Jaden Wheeler was the ball carrier. Brought down by Kennedy and
Psych.
Powers. First down on the play. 12 yards on the gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 48.
And Northwest still going fast. This time we were brought down by the line of scrimmage. Kapaun defense still competing to the end. 3:40 remaining in the game. And if you look at the big picture, they've played well since that 5-minute mark in the first quarter, taking everything into consideration. As Kapaun's going to call a timeout here to stop the clock.
KMC.
Regroup a bit. 3:29 remaining.
I'd like to congratulate
To
the
go
JV
in the
girls
game.
tennis team. They won the City League tournament.
Northwest
I'd
leads
like to
it
wish good
45
luck
to
the
nothing.
varsity. They compete tomorrow in the City League tournament. But also like to congratulate the varsity girls golf team. They won the Bishop Carroll Invitational as well as the final City League tournament. The team will compete Monday in the City League championships. I want to wish the Lady Crusaders good luck on Monday.
For all your automotive cleaning supplies, call Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444. Does your vehicle ever smell like you've just been in an Uber? Call First Impressions for ways to keep your vehicle smelling great. That's Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444. We are back here at Stryker Sports Complex. Jackson Bezdek on the call. Crusaders in a tough battle tonight, down 45-0 to a very high-powered Northwest offense. Reagan Jones will take another snap here. He handed it off up the middle. And tackle will be made near the first down marker. Don't think they'll give that to him.
Carrier.
A little bit of a scuffle
Brandon
after
Bird
the play.
And Reed Abelhart on the tackle that time. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Third and 1 for Northwest here. Maybe Kapaun defense can get one more third down stop.
Mason Ross now in at quarterback for Northwest.
Reagan Jones out at quarterback for Northwest. The new guy will take it to the right side,
Ross
and
wrapped
multiple
up
flags
by
are on the
Charlie
play.
Frisch. Flag on the play.
Tensions are flying a little scuffle after the last play. A couple personal fouls from Northwest throughout the game. So let's see what this one
Call is
is.
holding against Northwest.
So that'll
Will nullify the gain.
move the Grizzlies back. It'll be 3rd and long instead. Coming down on 2:30 left to go in this game.
I'd like to remind everyone that the KMC Theater Department is presenting Anne Frank next Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Showtimes are at 7 o'clock on Thursday and Saturday, 2 o'clock on Sunday. That's Anne Frank next week.
3rd and 6 for
from the
Northwest
KMC Theater
here.
Department.
And another handoff up the middle at a break and tackle. Trucks a man. And another flag down the sideline as 2 guys got into
Wheeler's the
it.
ball carrier.
It's just something you don't want to see at the end of a blowout. Either side, you don't want to get
Schmitz
mixed
and
up in a
Stulsatz
fight.
on the tackle. There's a flag on the play.
You don't want to risk injury or suspension from either side. It's just silly at this point. A lot of negatives you could take away from this game if you're a Kapaun player, coach, or a fan, but also some positives. Kapaun drove down the field 3 times pretty commandingly against this Northwest defense, who's been very good all year.
Face mask call is against KMC.
If Kapaun ends up scoring on all 3 of those drives, they have 21
mark-off
points.
After the gain.
That would be the most points
First and
Northwest
10
has given up all year.
From the KMC 22.
So, although you see the 0 points, the Kapaun offensive woes went away a little bit. You saw flashes tonight of a potential where an offense that can put some points up on the board. In terms of the defense, they battled all night. They were tired. Offense had a couple 3-and-outs where they got to go right back out and face this super fast, hurry-up, no-huddle offense Northwest has. And they did a good job of containing Reagan Jones. Julius Bolden kind of did what he wanted, but a lot of people expected that. He's a good athlete, super quick first step. As Northwest kneels this one more kneel, and that will do it tonight.
Takes a snap and kneels down.
So, if you're a Crusader, you can look at it as a big loss for Northwest. Some people thought Northwest would get 70, 80, 90 points. So, the fact it's only 45-0 is something to look positive at, considering 2 of those touchdowns were from special teams mishaps. Northwest beating East 71-7 after East beat us, only holding Northwest 45 points. Nothing to hang your head about
And
if you're a Crusader. As Northwest will take this one here at Stryker with a score of 45-0. This has been Jackson Bezdek, the voice of the Crusaders, on the call tonight. Signing out.
Final
Good
score
night.
Tonight, it's Northwest 45, Kapaun 0.